What's going on? Back at it again.
Bucks leading by 5. Here's Cassell. Passes it to Red. It's Allen on the wing. Plenty of space. That's good on the jump shot. Allen's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks.
Well, I guess there's no need for me to say anything. Kevin Harlan pretty much said it all. Ray Allen, Mr. He Got Game, Jesus Shuttlesworth, does hit the first jumper and get the first points for the Bucks in the second half. And what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Don't Win Ever, back at it again with another episode of the Knicks franchise. Had to come back and bring y'all boys some good old-fashioned New York basketball. Houston does hit the nice three as we show it on replay. Splash. We love to see it. We just got to stop Jesus Shuttlesworth, Ray Allen out there. And he hits another three. We ain't been able to slow him down the first half. And the second half doesn't look to be any better. But as you guys saw in last episode, and if you didn't, make sure you check out the inaugural story or inaugural episode of this series for the Knicks. The first season, the first episode, I'll put it up there somewhere, either in the description or in the video somewhere, for y'all to click on and watch the first episode to get caught up. But we are pretty much fighting into the playoff scenario for our Knicks squad. And what a heck of a dunk by McDyess, dropping some nice buckets and some nice dimes dropped by Ward, as he has definitely shown a good portion of this season that he can be a pretty good assist guy. Look at the shots, man. Now Michael Redd getting in on the action as he hits the three to get us up. Well, get the Bucks up. I mean, I'm acting like I'm with the Milwaukee fans. What in the world? I'm staying on the New York side, man. But New York and the Bucks do come out of the timeout as we look at our coach yelling some orders. We don't know. Hopefully it's a good play for us. Harrington is the one passing the ball inbounds, getting it to the trail, who were definitely waiting for him to show up and burst out for the season. And even later on, now that we're going into the home stretch and want to fight for that playoffs positioning. And he does get the pass to Houston from Ward, and Houston drains that, of course. Our money man hitting the three to close that gap. The gap is now 2 as Cassell dribbles the ball. We definitely got to stop Ray Allen, Cassell, and Red, as that's pretty much their big three. Ray Allen comes off the screen, and what a three, man. What a three. Way to show up in big time situations in New York, in Madison Square Garden. Man. But it's Houston's turn again, and Houston, we have landed. That man is on fire, carrying us right now as we are struggling against this Milwaukee team. Heading into the midway point in the third quarter, Cassell hits a nice spin move, posts up on Ward, and hits a nice little hook shot. As we know, Cassell was a pretty good interior threat back in his day before he did start coaching. Houston's turn again. Splash. They can't stop that man. Mama, there goes that man, as Mark Jackson always says, man. Type shit. But they do get some action as Ray Allen shows he's not just a three-point threat. Hype off of that finish, and we definitely gotta call a timeout. Even Houston's wondering, like, what was that? We don't see that. My man is in takeover now. Shooting the three, splash. We could not fight these screens to stop Jesus Shuttlesworth. Cassell definitely noticed. I don't know what it is with our wing defenders. We're just not fighting screens and being able to make plays on these perimeter shooters. Definitely causing problems. Isley does get the ball in the corner. Coming off that nice pick and roll, see if he can make a finish. I don't really know what to call that. That's some 2K stuff. I guess that was a step back midi floater that was 2 feet from the basket type shit. And he does go up for the layup again. We just cannot stop that dynamic duo. Cassell and Ray Allen, that backcourt is dominating us, but Othello does hit a nice mid-range jumper as the shot clock runs out. Definitely need some bailout, as we can see what's kind of the struggle of this team, which is shot creation. After screens and pin downs and everything, and sometimes pick and roll, we can't create our own shots, man. You need that ISO guy sometimes, with a guy who can just keep nailing threes like Ray Allen seems to be want to do. As that might be a record or something at this point, man. You got 4 or 5, and Cassell is coming back once again, as this duo is tearing us up. At least we got some cheerleaders to look at. Have you seen on the replay showing the flashback, the nightmare? Ray Allen is killing us, dunking it, shooting the 3, shot some middies, more 3s, hand down, man down. Getting back into the action. We still can't close that gap even in the fourth quarter, but Houston's definitely going to try, as we are at 3 for the deficit. Pulling up. We do see the Bucks have team takeover, and so do we, so this is a crazy moment in 2K. But obviously, it was just a simple cut to the hoop, dunk, finish. Now we're down by same margin, and now it is... I actually know what's trouble. It's Tim Thomas's turn. Tim Thomas hitting 3s. As we know, he can occasionally shoot those at times. And Houston comes again, but he bricks that one. We're trying to definitely keep the deficit small, but take the lead for hopefully. Now we're down by 3, now 5 after a nice floater from Ray Allen. He's killing us. So it has been a one-man show for the most part, but Michael Redd and Cassell have shown some strong support. Another screen, another jumper. Just doesn't matter, man. Don't get your hand up quick enough. Ray Allen's gonna make it. As y'all gotta check it out, man. Check him out in his prime, man. Late 90s. Ray Allen was that guy, man. 2K made him a little too lethal, I think, but he killing us. McDyess comes off. Nice drop step on Ray Allen as he got matched up, making a nice play happen. Good finish. Definitely want to get that gap a little lower. Nice pass from Houston, as we love to see that as well. His playmaking skills have increased this season, as his scoring responsibilities has as well. Will have. Let me get my words correct, man. Getting us only down by 3. But that's no longer, as we leave Ray Allen wide open again. As the trail, you can see him getting a little more frustrated. Better watch out, Ray might get an uppercut left hook. Just saying, man. New York, we brawlers, man. We gonna play till we win. We do get a post-up opportunity, and Rebracia showing us his bag, shooting the fadey over Ray Allen. That's what's up. I didn't even know he had that in him. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's showing me something. I'm GM. I should know stuff, man. Don't tell nobody. But then Ray Allen also hits this another shot to come back.
Another one.
Getting the lead to 7. They do call a timeout. They see that we coming back, that we hype, that we ready. As McDyess and others have checked back into the game at this point. And now, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, Ward pulls it up. Looking for a good play. You already know who we're looking for. Houston, that didn't really work. Cutting off the screen. So we get Ward. Pull up 3. We love to see it, man. We love to see it. Ward pulls up for the 3. draining it right in his opponent's face. And now it's, I almost thought he hit that one too, man. That's why I hesitated. But now we get a nice transition chance. Nice lay by Ward. That's why you keep a tough ball hawk like that around. Good playmaking by Sprewell. That's what we need to make this team more dynamic, is have our guys like Sprewell and Houston making those plays off of their scoring. Don't need them to always have high assist games like 7 or 8 all the time, but 3 or 4 always helps, man. Helps keep teams honest. As once again that playmaking is shown. Nice little play. Got Houston going up top for the 3-point. Get it to him. Hopefully he can maybe get a play. Gets double teamed. Nice way to find the open man award as we get another layup. Good cut. Great pass. We like to see that. We like that. As Kirk Cousins, an ex-Commander quarterback, used to say. Another tough lay by Sam Cassell. He says, calm down, Knicks crowd. We still got the lead. And coming off of free throws, it does remain that way. Now we're down by 6. A little over 2 minutes left. Long finger roll finish off the left hand from Houston. That is a great way to avoid the shot blocker. That's why we signed him to that big deal. I'm gonna say that every episode because, man, he killing us in the salary cap. But anyways, shot, stroke. As this man Ray Allen is scorching at this point, he has dropped a half a century, a 50-piece. We definitely wasn't expecting this one. This is terrible. Play some defense, man. Fill in the blank. But Houston does make a great pass. Cross court. As Ward's looking to give some people some chances to get some more buckets. Great defense. As we're down 7 now from the hot shooting from Ray Allen. Pull up from Houston though. That's what we love to see. I told you we need some shot creation. Houston cannot be the only one, but definitely love to see him doing it in crunch time. Now seeing what the Bucks can do back. Can they come back and off the screen again? Yes, I think we tired Ray Allen out finally. I think he's starting to finally miss a couple. Love to see the strong take by Sprewell as he does force the foul on Tony Kukoc. Get that man to the line, close his lead without the clock running. Smart play. He is having a pretty cold game though. I guess that's why he wears that number, because that's how many points a game he's trying to drop. I don't know. But he is at the free throw line. As Tony Kukoc looks on, he's had a pretty solid game too. Move out the way, ref. Splash. Pretty sure he can make this next one, man. Maybe his roll is too tight. You never know. We gotta get this relief stress. Get his stuff together, man. Hurry up, shoot this free throws, Sprewell. What you waiting on, man? He does hit the free throws, as I predicted, of course. But we are down by 3 at this point. Hopefully we can get a stop so we can get a quick 3 off or get an attempt off. But Michael Redd hits a clutch 3 coming off the screen, as I've been saying that all game long. Our interior defense hasn't even been getting tested for the most part because they just keep coming off the screens, hitting 3s on us. We do have Houston activated, and he shoots a floater and misses. That was clutch. Definitely needed that. Down by 6. It's even more prevalent we get a stop at this point. Cassell pulls up from the mid, misses it, but they give the offense a rebound. Chris Biller gets the putback, but misses, and then we get the foul, man. I don't even think the ref wanted to call it, but he did. As he looked pretty fearless right there. At this point, that pretty much wraps it up. they can kind of just kill clock at this point. Up 6. We got a foul. Free throw time. As we needed that shot from Houston, definitely. But it's just how the cookie crumbles, man. It's just how it goes sometimes. As we do look on, I don't believe Prisbilla is that great of a shooter, but you never know. Could make a couple when it counts the most. Definitely have our fans still screaming for him to miss. Hey, that's why we love being at home. Can he miss this second one too? We might actually have a chance. Alright, ain't that bad. So now we're down by 7 with 35 seconds left. Coach Henry does decide to call a timeout, hoping they can move the ball up, get a quick score. But Houston knows, I gave it all I got and it's over. Houston had a great game as usual. Ward, McDyess definitely helped out. McDyess with a double-double. That was clutch. Ward had pretty good assists. Stole the ball a good amount. If you can't play defense on the guys who are good, that's a wrap, man. You gotta play good D, especially on the shooters. Threes count for twos. Or less than twos. Or more than twos. Man, I'm messing up all my words, y'all. But definitely don't really leave guys like Ray Allen open when they're that hot. Wasn't expecting him to make that many. But he did. McDyess definitely had a strong game. As we're looking at some of the highlights. Sprewell was off, which has been kind of his usual lately. He's definitely been on a cold streak in his last few games anyways. Not sure what it is. It's the second scoring option, so it's not like he's getting enough looks. Just not getting to the land. Looking back at Ray Allen, we cannot have this in the playoffs. We will lose if we play teams like this and allow the top scorers to just pop off on us. But Cassell did also get in the ball and was a lethal second option, finishing pretty well around the rim in the paint area. Moving on to the season, still in pretty good swing of things as we've won our last few games, except for that loss. And looking into the playoff picture, we still are pretty lock solid at the 7th spot. I think we can at least improve to maybe the 6th or the 5th seed by the time playoffs come around, as everybody has more than double-digit games left. We got New Orleans, who's about a 10th, 11th seed. Pistons are definitely up there. Same thing with the Bulls, and the Bulls are actually towards the bottom, and the Raptors are towards the 8th, 7th seed where we're at actually. So that's a pretty important game for us. So that's what we'll check out. We do have 2 games in the same week versus them. So I think we'll go check out Toronto, man. Let's go take our game to Canada. I could not think of the country. Boy, I'm having brain freezes, y'all. Work, you driving me crazy, man. It's hard out here for a pimp. Just saying. As old players got it worse, as McDyess is getting up out of there for a few weeks with left knee tinnitus. I didn't even know that kept people out that long. I understand that's itis, so it's a little swelling, but I didn't think it was that bad. Let's hopefully he can come back a little sooner. We do get a couple wins versus the Hornets and the Pistons, but lose to the Bulls. We do beat the Raptors in our first meeting of the week, lose to the Nets in our first meeting of the week, and then we beat the Nets in that second chance. That is a little crazy to play the same 2 teams in the same week, just switching home and away. I guess it makes sense, but it's almost like playoffs, like game 1, game 2. But checking back at some of the stats, Houston still that lethal scorer. Isley had a fantastic game off the bench. Definitely helped carry us. As it was Sprewell's turn versus the Pistons, him and Ward was a deadly duo. As we definitely like to see that Sprewell is recovering from those bad games he's been having. The Bulls were up next as we lost by 1 point to them. We just kind of choked in the fourth quarter. As if you remember Jay Williams, put in the comments, put in the chat. Definitely like my dudes from Duke. Definitely thought he could have had a better career than what he had. But you know how that goes. He did have a couple solid seasons though, so I can't he didn't have at least somewhat of a career. As we all know, he's a commentator now. But that was our loss during that little streak we had. And then we did beat the Raptors in the first meeting, like I said earlier. And Lamar Murray was actually their leading scorer. Whoever that is. I don't think I've heard of him, but I'm pretty sure that's a face scan. So I mean, I think he's a real player, man. You know, put in the comments, man, if you know who that is, or if he is a real player, or if I'm just tripping. As the Nets tore us up in the first meeting, but we did stall them out on defense and win in the second meeting. And now it's time to get our boogie on, burst the Raptors. But before we do that, we want to take a little closer look at their team. Houston is dropping 25-26. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It can't be just Houston doing all the scoring. It's pretty tough when you're depending your offense on one person. Especially if you're not going to play like top 5, top 10 defense. Looking at some of the upcoming award winners or future award winners or could be award winners, however you want to put it. We do have both the Lakers All-Stars leading that category with Kobe and Shaq. Tim Duncan, AI, averaging 33.3, not too far behind him. And C-Webb at the 5th spot. So that's pretty cool to see. AI has dropped a lot of points, but Kobe is doing even more. I mean, Kobe is ridiculous. Boy, that man is dropping bucket after bucket on him. Yao Ming looks to be up for Rookie of the Year with Caron Butler, Amari Stoudemire, Manu, and Jay, who we just saw recently. Also headlining. Good to see Yao not be injured as much, but you know, as we checked out last episode, he was injured during that time. He looks to be healthy at this point. Manu looks to be tuned up for the 6th Man of the Year award, along with Christian Laettner, Eddie Curry. Definitely seeing some old throwback players that I remember playing with in the old previous 2Ks. So it was kind of funny to see Mike Miller, Quentin Richardson. Some pretty notable guys. Ben Wallace, just like in real life, was up for Defensive Player of the Year. Tim Duncan, Shaq, Andre Karolinko, and Theo Ratliff round out the bunch. I keep forgetting how good of a shot blocker Theo Ratliff was. Kenyon Martin, Richard Jefferson on that net squad would improve. Jason Kidd have got up there in the Most Improved Award, along with that Eddie Curry guy, who is up for that 6th Man of the Year. So it was nice to see you, but it's headlined by Ricky Davis and Clutch Player of the Year. Obviously, the one-man show out there in Philly, Allen Iverson. The answer. Tracy McGrady is also out there too. And so it's time to go into some Canada action. The Raptors are up by 3 as we look at some of the stats before we get into it. Our Knicks squad, we haven't been holding Carter very well, even with him having a pinched nerve and being day-to-day. So that's what I'm saying, man. The guys we pay gotta also play some defense, man. We gotta get that more in shape. But you know, scorers gonna score. We're just glad that we're in it. We definitely need to create some more distance with the Raptors, so we need a win in this time of the season. We see Spreewell's dropping buckets. Houston is doing pretty solid. Definitely not his usual game, but Spreewell's carrying the load, which is like what we like to see. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're definitely hoping for a victory we pulled out. As our guys are looking tired, they've worked so hard this season. Definitely want to get their hard work to pay off with a playoff berth. Mauricio rebounds off the miss and a nice putback. And I always like these Raptors unis, man. Comment in the chat, man, what you rate these Raptors unis out of 10. I always liked them, man. Definitely one of my favorites. I used to have a Vince Carter jersey back in the day. Good times. As Carter, with that injury, decides to pass it up, as he probably would have ISO'd in that situation. They pull up for three, and a brick by Weatherspoon. It's now Houston's turn to pull up, and a nice pass and assist. And that's back-to-back games that we've seen where Houston is showing the ability to help his team out as well. Now tired Alvin Williams comes up, kicking it to Vince for the mid-range jumper that was patented for him to hit that step back or that kind of fader right there, but he does decide to pass. Shot off the glass is a miss, but coming back, it's another miss, and let's go up with Weatherspoon. Dribbling up. Like that one comment there, that one commercial. Dribble. Who was that? Like, it was that 7'4" dude, like Mark Rodriguez or something. I cannot remember his last name. What was his first name? Boban. Yeah, Boban. Dribble. Dribble. Pass, shot, dribble, rebound, dribble. Yeah, it was kind of a funny commercial. But the Spreewell does hit the free throws. And now there's Ward pulling it back up as we still have the lead and splash.
Perfect.
We love to see what we're seeing from Houston, showing his ability to still hit the three along with the playmaking from his gravity that he causes. Houston, Toronto has a problem. They can't score and they can't stop that man Allen. This time Allen, Houston. Spreewell decides to pass it up as well from the fatigue. Definitely want to see what our guys who just came in recently can do. Houston is not getting double teamed. Harrington kicks it out. Gotta make a play, guys. 5 seconds left. Ward does a between the legs pull up, and it goes in to go up 14. We're now up 12. And that was another great lay by Houston. We love to see playmaking from all our positions. Bracy is showing at the 5 he can be a little Jokic. And Carter comes back with the jam. What an alley-oop. As he called for, he pointed the finger up. As you can see on the replay, he said, throw it to me. And I got you. What a nice reverse between the teams. That's crazy. And then he starts holding us back. That's 2K for you. There's a whole oop and it starts holding his back. Now that's wild. But Mo Pete and Vince Carter did have the best games. Mo Pete barely missed. That's crazy. And we did see the stats earlier, but leading on to the end of the game, Spreewell and Houston headline. Great victory for us as we did win 111-100. That's what we love to see. Beating potential playoff teams back to back. That's what we need in the playoffs. So it's good to see a team like that. We get to defeat. And McDyess, like I said, came back quicker than we thought. One was gone for a couple weeks. Bring your old ass back, player. And now we got the Nuggets, Jazz, and Clippers coming up. But with him being back, we can move Othello Harrington back to the bench, because I think that's a better role for him. But I'm not really sure now that I think about it. Yeah, I think we'll leave McDyess on the bench. Let Harrington come in or stay in. Only because McDyess provides a little more offense And we like for him to come off the bench with that. As Harrington's more of a strong rebounder, kind of a filler at the 4. Oh, I call him Patrick Henry. At least I know my history, guys. His name was Robert Henry. Wonder where they originated that name from. Not a Robert Horry, is he? Well, maybe Robert Henry was their coach. I gotta look that up too. This would have been 2003. I don't think their coach's name Robert. Robert Henry. But he is a defensive-minded coach. So that's why you like the grit and grind for Sprewell, Ward. Definitely loves his system. We know Houston's more of a balanced guy. He's not really a great defender. More of an average defender. He is 6'6", so his size allows him to be pretty decent. But definitely have to finish strong. We have a lot of away games. First in Denver, then Utah and LA. So we definitely want to focus up. So we'll adjust the schedule as such. We definitely need some people to be healthier so they can play better. So, we want to lighten the load a little bit. Hang out with the team a little more. Relax, man. We do want to make it to the playoffs, but we don't want to put too much pressure, let's go out for a couple of nights, chill a little bit, see the fam, get a little rub down from the resort. Deshaun Watson action. Just getting a nice little body work, man. Studying some film so we can start to understand our opponents, especially someone like the Sixers and the Pacers who we have coming up, and the Hawks who we just played against, so we can see how we play against future playoff opponents. As we look into this, we're definitely looking to, looking. What am I looking at? Head ass type shit. But as we're definitely looking to make it to the finals. But we have one more pit stop before a playoff appearance in the next episode, and that is first that man out there named Allen Iverson, the Sixer, the Philadelphia 76ers, and let's see what we can do. But first, we do get a Shannon Anderson back healthy, and we do go 2-3 in that tough road trip. We beat the Hawks by a landslide, 127-102. That is our highest output in a long time. Definitely love to see the offense starting to work at all cylinders and really click during this time where Shannon Anderson came back. So here's the time to give some guys some breaks and some time off. It's definitely paying dividends, as we've seen with Sprewell and Houston the game before. They were definitely tired in the 4th and 5th minutes of the 4th quarter. And we need our guys to be healthy going into that last 4-minute stretch. That's the most important time to get buckets, more buckets. But as we look at that blowout victory by us versus the Hawks, Isley was fantastic. Houston was good as well. Sharif Abdul-Rahim did lead the way for Atlanta, along with Jason Terry. But now it's time to play some more ball. And we do want to see how close the Sixers are, because we do kind of want to play the villains, and we have moved up to the 6th seed. Like I said, that's where we want to be, guys. We want to be in the 5th, 6th seed. Maybe, I don't think we can get up anymore at that point, so we've kind of had our spot secured. It's between the Raptors, who y'all saw we just played a little earlier, as Vince Carter is now back healthy and playing well, and Allen Iverson, and that Hawks team we just played recently too. So like I said, Carter's been on a tear now that he's back healthy, carrying that Toronto team. As we see the Hawks, and unfortunately we had to play all of these teams recently, and so we definitely affected their playoff seeding. Because we were pretty secure. We're about 2-3 games above all of those teams, or the closest team, which is the Raptors, for that 6th spot. So for the most part, we're pretty much set in stone as where we're going to be at. The Hornets, unfortunately, are kind of on the outside looking in. Don't really have too much of a chance unless all three of them could lose though, so you never really know. Not too far out, as it's not too many games left. Everybody's looking at about 3 or 4, some people at 5. But looking at the western side, they're also pretty much set in stone as well. The Trailblazers, Golden State, Timberwolves playing well, and the Lakers headlining. As of course you have 2 people that are both MVP candidates, you're probably gonna be the first seed. But let's get it on to the crack of dawn in the Madison Square Garden. Can Allen Iverson show up Allen Houston and company? I don't think so. You gonna see. If you definitely want a victory, accidentally, they're still doing it. Sorry, but I ain't rapping. If you look at the starting lineup, everybody is healthy on both sides. We do have the usual, but McDyess is now starting, as we want to see what he can do towards playoff time, because that might be what we switch to with the rotations. He was only really playing off the bench just because, as we see, he's injury prone, so we don't want to play him too tough. But we still want to get a look at the team just in case we want to swap and change the minutes up. But let's get some action going. Ward pulls up for the first play of the game. We do get a screen for Houston, a typical, but now it's time to set a pick and roll with McDyess. See what our playmaking point can do, and he does get a nice little floater from McDyess, but that is a brick. Coming down the court, AI is so quick with it, but he does break on that for the first couple shots of the game. Getting it past half court is Ward. Let's see what he can do off the size up. And that's what I'm talking about. Let's slow it down and get a play going, man. As Sprewell's rushing it and steps right out of bounds, man. That's what I'm talking about. You fired. No, I'm just playing. We're not on Donald Trump, but Larry Brown does look on. You know, he's a hard knock defensive coach from what his players say. And he's definitely showing that through his players' work ethic right there. Bumping them out of bounds. Eric Snow pulls it up. And now it's Iverson's turn. Pull up from the midi. He makes that and one. As the 6-foot guy out of Georgetown is showing what he's working with. Showing that if he misses earlier, that doesn't matter. He knows he's a leader of the team. He has to drop at least 33 for them to win. That's at least his average. And he's doing so starting early in the first quarter. It's definitely cool to see. So I don't know about y'all. I don't know who y'all favorite player is of all time, but AI was definitely one of them. I was a kid when he first came out, so seeing a guy like that, especially being a shorter guy, a 6-foot hooper out here hooping with the Giants, the 6'10", 6'9", 6'11", 7-footers, because you know back then there was a lot of centers. With that crossover, yeah, it was cool to watch, man. Definitely cool to watch. Just put in the comments, man, who's y'all favorite player, man? Let me know. It could be all time, it could be a certain decade, anything. Just let me know, guys. But anyways, Houston coming off the Iverson cut, hits a nice shot, as it was a deep 2 to get the game close for our first buckets. Because I'm losing my voice, oh man. But the patented Iverson cut from Iverson. And he does do a pass fake to Coleman. I said his name so weird. Coleman, who hits a step back. I was just so baffled by that. Like a nice lefty step back. Just hit him. He said he hit those. But now we get some good motion, some good action. Set some screens for the 3 and the 4. Sprewell comes off the. I thought he had that. But Roberto does get the rebound and puts it back up. So that's some good hustle coming from picking. He was the one setting the pick at the 3-point line and ended up getting the rebound. That's some good hustle. And Eric Snow dribbles it up, protects the ball. As you know, Charlie Ward is a thief. Ray Allen. And we definitely need our guys to play some better defense as Iverson gets an open midi. I said Ray Allen. I mean Allen Iverson. There's too many Allens in this video. Like, wow, I just realized all that. Man, it's just been Allen. But it is Ward's turn as he is dribbling around. Time to get that ball to Sprewell. Can he hit the 3? Splash. As we definitely love to see what Sprewell is shooting that 3, as He is known to drop some buckets from that range. Nice passing, playmaking, good shot calling. Pat myself on the back for all the hires. Some good hires we got right here. But Iverson does shoot 3 balls as well and splashes the corner. Hitting those corner boys as McKee is fighting through injury as well, pushing it up. A little AI in the paint. Can we play good defense on him now? We got him stopped. And he does some good passing to Keith Van Horn for another bucket. They did sign him in the offseason, so he is dropping buckets for him, being that second option for Iverson. Coleman pulls up with a nice hook. That's a good hook shot, man. Coleman being a beast. Then Iverson comes off the screen and splash. These guys are going to an early lead, up by 5 on us. As we had to call a timeout. And that's when we were done with the first quarter, man. We had to sim some action to see what was going on. See if our team could bounce back. And as we sim, the lead is close. Going back and forth for buckets. But the Sixers still do lead as they are up by 4. As you can see the scoreboard. And now we sim further into the second quarter. Getting back into it. Now the Sixers are up by 5. They definitely love running this play. But it's been working. So if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, man.
Another one.
3 on that one, man. Nice action on that. Couldn't come off the screen quick enough to play on the guy. And he's showing that he can carry his offense and he's going to kill us in Square Garden, man. Another one. Can someone stop this guy? He's struggling versus all the great scorers around this time. We need some help, man. We need some help. Some good passes from from Houston to McDyess. Hits him with the shoulder. And a nice fillet, as we definitely like seeing the post game. So we need to put a counter up for him. Times I say definitely. But Iverson does shoot it from 3 with the takeover, and surprisingly misses. I did not think that was going to happen. But he does get the steal, and now he's going back down the break, and you know he's one of the quickest guys in the league, and they foul him. Robert Henry probably told him to do it. No, I'm just playing. But he's so quick, it's hard to keep up with that guy. So definitely want to see if he can earn it from the strike. Gotta hit 2 and earn it the hard way. As you see, he's already dropping buckets early in the second quarter. Already into the 20s. This is crazy. Now he's starting to get double teamed as we had to. Dropping too many buckets. He passes it to McCollum, who can't seem to hold on to the ball, throws up a hook shot, and great defense by our post guys. That's why teams don't run a lot of screens, is because they cannot defend, they cannot score in the paint against us easily, and Ward pulls up from 3 on them. Bang! Ward is showing the playmaking now after scoring off of the transition offense. Nice pick and roll. Gets to McDyess in the corner. What a midi on him. Splash, man. As we do get back close to the lead and take it. Coming off of a break. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. We're up 2. We're going to send through some of the action and see how our team plays. And they do give up another bucket from the Sixers. We go up 4. The Sixers come back, make a shot to take the lead back down to 2. And then we make another jumper to go back up 4. And we just love to see it from our team, man. Playing pretty solid defense and still showing the offense. It's not coming from just Houston. It's coming from every category as we got another guy hitting the 3. Bang. Love to see the green beams, the green releases out there. But we did miss that one as we went up a 7. Still playing great defense against the Sixers. Making sure that Iverson is not going to be the only one who beats us. It's going to have to be somebody else. Then we make another one, going up 9, going into break. And with 24 seconds left, maybe we can extend the lead. But the ball is being held. And they do make it for the last shot, going down by only 6. What a clutch bucket. But looking into half, Fabricia has a double-double already, carrying us. Definitely wasn't expecting that, but they're killing us. We're killing them in the inside, and they're killing us on the outside as AI. That sounded weird now, I just thought about that. But AI is dropping mad buckets with mid-20s already getting close to that season average before halftime. We are widening the gap, going up by 6 and now 9 and back down to 6 and up 8 as we are flying through the action as we want to get down to the nitty gritty and get to crunch time, because I don't want to kill y'all with an hour and a half video. So now we're getting down to the fourth quarter as we definitely want to see how our team plays in clutch situations. That's what matters most in playoff time. When you've seen in plenty of games and plenty of series, you can play bad for 1 game, 2 games, 3 quarters, but as long as you make a difference in the end, that's all that matters. So getting into the fourth, a minute into the action, we are only up 2 at this point. Isley passes to Houston for the nice mid-range pull-up as he fades away to get away a little bit of the contest, but still hits it from the tough defense. A block goes to Harrington, but he does get the rebound. And now we have a couple guys with takeover as team takeover comes, and then Isley hits a nice floater to get McCullough out the way. Nice pump fake and float. It's like a nice drink, pump fake and float. But now they're pulling up. And now it's Iverson's turn. Can he answer? And he does. Where's Sway at? This man Iverson is too happy to be losing. Like, I know you drop buckets, man, but you're losing, man. As Coleman and his team comes in, as we definitely want to wipe that grin off of Iverson's face and hand him defeat. We got a nice alley-oop. It's great communication to Weatherspoon from Isley. That's what we love from him off the bench. He has some great playmaking ability as well. The ability to hit the mid-range 3 and pass it off to guys like that. Iverson coming off another beautiful screen hit down low in the post. Now it's ISO Iverson time, and he hits it with a nice little move and gets to the rim, man. It don't matter if you got takeover or not. AI said, well, you ain't got nothing on me. Let the Knicks fans know they ain't got nothing to work with him, and if he got to, he'll carry his team himself. He'll carry this victory. He been carrying the team. Shannon Anderson's turn to come through. Can he hit a jumper? Nope. He passes it to Witherspoon for the float gang. A nice finish. Big man showing he got guard skills. That's what's up. And Keith Van Horn misses the 3. Fabricia. Whoa. Fabricia, what you doing? Fabricia pulling that thing up, passing in the corner. Splash. What kind of playmaking we love to see in clutch situations. Sprewell is hype hitting the corner 3. What in the world going on? I didn't know Fabricia had that in his bag. He pulling all kind of stuff this episode. And who said Iverson can't pass? Beautiful cross-court pass to McKee for the 3. Closing the gap. Shut me up. Now we're down by 4. Or up by 4. Whew, so down by 4. Now we're up by 4. See if Houston continue that lead. We pass it off the double team and make Dice. Hits him with the dunk to go up 6 with almost 5 minutes left. We fast forward a little forward about another minute. Another pick and roll. Sprewell pump fake and splash right in Keith Van Horn's face. That's what we like to see, Sprewell. Do that again, man. Now AI is coming off. He doesn't see anything he likes for the pass, so now he's going to pull up himself. Float gang. Heavily contested, too. And he's still laughing in our face. This is terrible, man. Talking about practice guy. But now it's Ward's turn. Passing me Dice. What a layup after the nice dish coming from Fabricia again. Dice showing the ability to take it off the dribble, beating Keith Van Horn, stiff feet. Now it's AI's turn. Can he answer? Once again. Tween. Finally dribbles someone else other than Tween. Makes pump. As this man is stuck in repeat mode. Eric Snow throws it up to Coleman, and great defense by our team as we now have an easy way to get up from the break. We have guys still trailing.
Pulls up, 3-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good!
Right there. Going up there, kept the lead for us, and we do win 107-96. 198, I think. Either way we won, man. Iverson had a great game, dropping over 40 on us. As we check the highlights, our Knicks did great. Baricia did fantastic. The starting lineup did great. You can't ask nothing more for your team as a starting unit and bench unit, but we do gotta play Iverson a lot better. But hey, he was their only offensive weapon, so he's gonna do that. He hit the floaters on us, the threes, the middies. It was disgusting, despicable. He tore us up. But going back up against the Cavs and Wizards, as we saw in previous episode, let's go check that episode out. That was a good one. We do take a closer look at the playoffs. As we didn't boot the Sixers out, they actually started winning after that, and Raptors did too. The Hawks actually lost themselves, kept losing and cost themselves the playoff seeding. Looks like they might be out. Same thing with a couple other teams on the west side. We do beat the Cavs. Now we're looking to beat the Wizards and the Pacers. We beat the Wizards. Fantastic game from our unit. Looking strong going into the season. And now it is time to play the Pacers. But as we look at some of the other teams, see the playoff picturing, we see McDyess does get injured during our last game of the season, and he breaks his nose. 2K, what is this? How many times can one man get injured in a season? He breaks his nose though in the last game. And it didn't even matter because we already had our seed defined. It's a tough one, as we do check out the rest of the games, and we even lose that game, so it really didn't matter that he got injured. Tough one for us. Jermaine O'Neal and Ron Artest led the way for them, alongside Brad Miller. And boy, hate to see it, man, but at least we are in the playoffs. After take a look at the awards, Kobe does win MVP with 36, 7, and 7 assists with 2 steals, shooting over 55% and 44% from 3. Yep, that's Kobe. Yao Ming does win Rookie of the Year with a double-double. Also well-deserved. Big 7-footer. Mike Miller wins 6th Man of the Year, coming off the bench for the Magic. If you like to see that there. And Ben Wallace, as we expected, does win Divas Player of the Year. Crazy amount of rebounds, steal, and 2 blocks. And Ricky Davis wins Most Improved. Great to see scoring 25 as the Lake Show with Phil Jackson and GM win Coach and Executive of the Year. But that is going to be it, guys, as we look on with the NBA teams, checking those out before we hit on. But let me know if you're feeling the channel, feeling the videos, feeling everything, man. Just feeling everything. But go ahead, hit that subscribe button for your boy, hit the likes for your boy, man. Help the algorithm out so we can get this on to more people. I want to build this community, get more people watching, get more people liking the videos, get more people seeing the content. So help your boy out. But these are the all defensive and the all NBA and the Rookie of the Year teams. Well, the all rookie teams. All defensive is Paul Pierce, and all rookie headlining is Yao Ming, Caron Butler, Amari Stoudemire, Jay Williams, and Manu. As unfortunately, we didn't really have anybody that had any accolades or made any of these awards or these teams. But hey, maybe next year. You never know. Could draft that next Rookie of the Year or have that next superstar. But that is going to be it for me, guys. As we see, we are playing against a tough Pistons squad as we did get up to that 5th seed. But peace, love, blessings. It's going to be a great series, man. Hope y'all ready to watch a good playoff game.